Written and directed by Christopher Nolan, Dunkirk documents the evacuation of the Allied troops from the beaches of France during World War II. And this is all happening while the Germans have them trapped within the town and port of Dunkirk. And you know the Nazis are super sadistic about it. They're dropping posters on the town of Dunkirk to communicate directly to the Allied troops that their time is up, that they're coming for them. Like, imagine in 2017 that somebody was trying to hunt you down and kill you, and they're sending you text messages the whole time like, your time is up, this is the end. The movie is broken up into 3 storylines: land, sea, and air. All 3 sections of the plot have different main characters to push that aspect of the evacuation. Don't go into this movie looking to watch Saving Private Ryan or a group of heroes methodically taking out Nazi soldiers. This movie, as Christopher Nolan puts it, is a suspense thriller. In addition to the Nazis, the biggest villains in this film are time, anxiety, and fear. This is literally wrestling with the thought of, okay, even if I try to save myself, I will probably die. And even me just sitting in my seat and seeing possible solutions, I'm like, that's not gonna be enough. That ain't gonna work. Dialogue takes a huge backseat in this movie as Nolan allows paranoia, desperation, and terror to tell the story. There's this gut-wrenching shot where one of the main characters, played by Harry Styles, is face down in the sand. He's bracing himself for an incoming air attack. It's as if death itself is saying, you're next. This is truly a nightmare that these soldiers cannot wake from. This is Murphy's Law at its finest. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. At some points, the environment itself becomes the enemy. This is a survival horror game on the impossible difficulty. Now keep in mind, I ain't spoiling nothing. My absolute favorite part of this film occurs when one of the naval officers is looking around and everything is falling apart, and he's like, yo, what the hell do you want me to do? I have no help. His face, like most of this movie, is conveying pure hopelessness. I have no complaints about the acting in this film, especially from the aspect that there was very little dialogue. And when you think about it in context, everybody is either defending themselves or running for their lives. So there's really no time to talk. This makes the situation feel even more vital, even more urgent. This soundtrack by Hans Zimmer is incredible. This masterful composition plays a vital part in building the suffocating tension throughout Dunkirk. If the sensation of panic actually had a sound, it's in this movie. This movie is a dazzling sight to behold. Look at that, look at this. Now it is time for another edition of Film Fact. As stated in the Evening Standard, to make this film feel as authentic as possible, we see things unfolding only from the perspective of the Allied troops. So you won't see any Germans, just like they rarely did. Actual planes, boats, and even a French destroyer from World War II were used in this movie. In an effort to avoid using CGI, Nolan has 6,000 extras on set. Nolan shot almost the entire film with IMAX cameras. Forbes says that they are much louder, heavier, and generally more difficult to shoot with than their counterparts. The size of the film stock means that the camera can only hold about 3 minutes at once. When that's done, the filmmakers must spend several minutes reloading the reels. To break down the aspect ratio of IMAX to its most basic level, it simply means that you can see the entire scene. On the contrary, when you watch a movie on a non-IMAX screen, it will have those black bars at the top and the bottom, cutting off a portion of the scene. Dunkirk is an ambitious, tension-filled, breathtaking roller coaster. Even though I really enjoyed this film, I'll probably watch it maybe 1 or 2 more times and never again. That suffocating tension throughout the movie is something that I can only take maybe once or twice. I'm giving Dunkirk an 8.9 out of 10. Oh, you want to see Dunkirk? Did you like Dunkirk? Let me know, comment below. If you enjoy my videos and want to see more of me more often, pledge $1 to my Patreon page. This keeps me out of the Hunger Games and in front of your face. We got more movie reviews coming your way, and we got more book reviews coming your way, and we got more of that random stuff coming your way. I'm in the bathroom.